no see, or it feels like it's been a long time since I did a vlog. But anyway, it is a Wednesday. I just wanted to show you the weather outside and then we'll kick off a Q&A video. I just wanted to show you outside because it's such beautiful weather. I have been all over the show in the past 2 weeks really, just kind of getting things done, and I'm heading away to Samoa on the 11th with my dad for his birthday, and then after that I have another little secret trip, and I'll be announcing more news about that nearer the time, so in about 3 weeks time. And yeah, anyway, I wanted to do this Q&A. On Snapchat I asked you if you had any questions at all to send them through, and I got way too many questions for me to answer in one video, so I'm just going to flip through as many as I can. I love getting your questions, and if you do have any others, feel free to drop a comment in this YouTube video. And I am sorry if I didn't answer your question that you asked. I'll just try and get through as many as I can, so I hope this helps at least one of you. I'm going to flick through a few of the shorter kind of questions that I get asked all the time. I just thought it would be better if I made a video about it instead of replying individually to everyone. So one of the questions was, what are my headphones? And they are Rose Gold Beats by Dre. I absolutely love them. People always ask me about the headphones. No, I did not get them for free. Sadly, I paid for them. But yeah, I got them in Canada at the Apple store, but I've seen that they are around New Zealand as well. They're just a bit more pricey. Absolutely love them. Yes, I can run in them. Yes, I wear them for weight training, and they're so soundproof. I absolutely love it. It just helps me get in the zone when I'm training. What camera do you use to vlog and take photos? Sony RX100, 4th version. Just click the drop down that says show more, and it says what type of camera I use as well, which is handy. So yeah, I love this camera to pieces, and it does have a little screen to flick up for the selfie mode. I definitely recommend it. Can you do more snap stories of me doing compound exercises such as stiff leg deads like I did the other day? I don't really do many workout videos on my Snapchat just because I train alone. Check out my previous YouTube videos. I have got workouts on this YouTube channel, and I will try and do more workout videos. I just need to find like vlog buddies in Auckland. It's kind of hard to find people that are into social media and want to vlog as well as train. So I will keep that in mind, and I will try and do more YouTube videos, but probably not so much Snapchat. Okay, so I had quite a few questions about calories. One of them was, do I use an app to track my calories? Yes, I do. I use MyFitnessPal. I do not have the premium version. I think it's really expensive for what it is, and I don't think it's necessary that you buy it. So all I do is just track my macros on usually a 40% protein, 40% carbs, and 20% fat ratio. And someone asked what my calories are right now, but I don't really feel as if knowing my calories helps you, so I don't usually share my calories, just because everyone is different and what works for me may not work for you. So I think that's really important to take into account. Like, we're different heights, we're different weights, we're doing different types of jobs or exercises. Don't share my macros usually, but I do use a 40-40-20 split, and if I have to cut quickly, I will use a 35% carb, 45% protein, 20% fat ratio. I have had quite a few questions about meal prep. So people are asking me, do I meal prep? How long do I leave my chicken out of the fridge or in the fridge? How long does it last? So on and so on. And I'm actually trying some meal prep companies here in New Zealand. So I'm trying 3 this week, and then hopefully I'm going to partner up with the one that I like the most and the one that I think you guys will like the most, and get you a discount code and get myself some meals as well. So I'll let you know how they go, and I'll probably show them later on this week in my vlogs. When I do meal prep, I'm not right now because I'm trying different companies just for time efficiency. When I do, I'll usually cook up all my meals on the Sunday, and then I'll keep out some meals in the fridge for 2 days, and then put the rest in the freezer. And then I just take them out the night before, and then I'll microwave them to heat them up. Or sometimes I just eat my meals cold because I'm weird and I like eating my meals cold. But yeah, so that's what I do for meal prep. Since I started posting my 20-kilometer bike rides in the morning, I've had a lot of people asking me cardio related questions. So someone asked me how often I do cardio, and to be honest, I walk everywhere, but usually I don't do cardio at the gym. Cardio for me just wasn't really appealing unless I'm cutting, and then I kind of just want to eat a little bit more food and train weights, but then make sure I'm doing cardio just to get my balance of the amount of energy I'm expending versus the calories I'm taking into my body, as opposed to cutting my food down and not doing cardio, if that makes sense. Right now I'm doing cardio almost every day. Today I trained legs in the morning instead of doing cardio. I'm working on some things on the side, which is why I'm doing cardio each day or most days and tracking my macros and things. So when I'm not aiming to lean down or not aiming for anything in particular, they don't really track my macros. I just have a general idea of what calories I'm taking in, and I'm not too fussy on cardio at all. I just walk everywhere and I enjoy that. So I wouldn't really go to the gym just to do cardio. But right now I am. Do I do the body weight exercises as a form of cardio to get my heart rate up? I think she means when I superset things. That's just the way I train. I like to train. I might do leg extension on leg day, and then I'll do body weight jump squats or body weight squats or pulse squats type thing. And I guess, yeah, it does get my heart rate up, but that's just because I like that kind of training. I really enjoy getting my heart racing and sweating, as weird as it sounds. But yeah, that's just how I train. I don't do it for any particular reason. If I am cutting, I usually will do higher rep, a lot of body weight things, and kind of get my heart rate up even more, and I love it. If you're thinking of incorporating more body weight exercises and things, then I definitely think you should try it. It works on your cardio fitness as well, which is what I find kind of fun. So if I don't feel like doing cardio, I might just do a whole lot of body weight exercises as fast as I can. She's also said, how many reps of body weight exercises do I do? It completely depends. I am always mixing up my workouts. So one day I might do 10 reps, one day I might do 20 reps, and really it's just about mixing it up and pushing myself. As long as I feel like when I leave the gym that I push myself as much as I could, then I'm pretty happy. Over the past few days, I've had a few questions coming in about weight loss, you know, what to do to lose weight and things. To be honest, I don't count the weight. Don't worry about your weight. Just focus on going to the gym or doing whatever form of exercise you enjoy doing, whether it's running, whether it's rowing, whether it's rowing, biking, running, whatever you like, and then focus on your nutrition as well. Make sure you're eating a balance of protein, carbs, and fats. Don't try eliminating certain things such as, oh, I'm not going to eat carbs or I'm not going to eat fats and things. Just keep it balanced. Make sure you're getting in nutritious foods, getting in your veggies, your fresh fruit, getting enough protein. Weight loss or fat loss will be a bonus of this healthy lifestyle. So I think that when you're getting into going to the gym or doing whatever fitness you're doing, don't think of it like, oh, I'm going to the gym because I have to lose X amount of weight. Because what if you don't lose that weight, but you're starting to look better? If you start putting on muscle and the scale starts going up, but your fat starts decreasing, it's just going to confuse you. So don't worry about the weight loss. Just focus on having a good nutrition and a good training plan. And there are plenty of people out there that can give you advice on that. And as for me doing meal plans, I personally don't do them. I don't plan to do them. Ross and I used to do it, but he would do all the calculations because he studied it and he knows what he's doing, and I trust him to do it and help you guys get the right results. Right now, we're both a bit too busy to do that. When you are looking at getting a coach or a personal trainer, just make sure they understand you as a person and what you want to achieve, and that they're not just after your money, because I've seen it happen so many times where people go to trainers and they don't really care about you and your health as a person. They just cut your calories down to get you the results, and then you end up going back the other way when you leave the trainer. So make sure they kind of educate you along the way as well, and that they have your best interest at heart, not just your money. I think that's really important. What blender do I use to make all my smoothies? You know how people have those super fancy blenders that are really hard to wash? It comes in a big jug and everything. Honestly, I just use a stick blender. I got it from a place here in New Zealand called Briscoe's. Only cost me $40 on sale, and I'm sure around the world there's heaps of different types of stick blenders. It's so easy. All I use is my shaker cup and then the stick, and just blend the smoothie straight into the shaker cup and then drink it from that. Following on from this, someone asked what type of shaker I use. I use the Umaro shaker just because it's clear and I really like it, and then my other shaker is the EHP Labs one. Question from Mel, who I actually met at the New Zealand Fitness Expo, asked how you deal with muscle imbalance. So if one side is weaker than the other, do your weaker side and your stronger side separately. So instead of doing your shoulder press like that, split your left and your right shoulder up. And for me, I think it's my right shoulder is stronger than my left. So what I would do is start with my left shoulder, do as many reps as I can on my left shoulder, and then stop when I fail on that, and then go to my right shoulder and don't do more than my like my left shoulder could do. So you're pretty much just splitting up each weaker and stronger side. Leg extension, I will split up my legs because one leg is stronger than the other. Always start with your weaker side and don't do any more reps than your weak side could do on your strong side, if that makes sense. So if you're stronger on your left side than your right side, always start on your right side and then just do as many reps as you can with that, and then swap to your stronger side, and then only do as many reps as your weak side could do with the set weight that you've got. And then you can just increase that each week or every time you train that muscle group. I really hope that makes sense. It does to me anyway. What about getting on track after an injury or just getting back on track after a long break? Getting on track after an injury is really hard mentally. I feel as if during the time that you're injured and you can't train, it's kind of a mental thing to kind of stay on track with your nutrition, just so you're not putting on a lot of extra fluff during the time that you're out of the gym, and trying to stay motivated, I guess, which is really hard. I understand when you have an injury, it definitely sucks, but focusing on your recovery, don't stress out about not going to the gym and things. Just focus on your nutrition. Try and keep yourself occupied doing other things you enjoy doing so you can stay positive and happy. And then just know that this rest time will be better for you to come back in stronger than ever before. So that's how I see it. If I can't go to the gym for some reason, or I have to take a long break, I just see it as that my body might need it at this point in time, and then when I get in there, I know I'm going to dominate it and I'm going to smash it. So that is one way to view it. And then as for after taking a long break and then getting back into it, or after an injury, make sure your supplementation is on point. So your BCAAs, your glutamine during your workout, and then your post-workout protein. Just make sure you're helping your body recover as fast as possible, because as soon as you take a long break and then you get back into the gym and you smash it, the DOMs are going to be unreal, and then that's going to put you off for another few days of training as well, especially if it's legs. So make sure your recovery is on point. I have a question from someone in Perth, and she said she's a Kiwi living in Perth and she's so homesick. Am I coming to Perth with EHP Labs for the fitness expo? Watch this space. When will I see Senski again? For those of you that don't know, Senna Senski, I'll put her Instagram name here. It's one of my best friends, and we met in the gym in Melbourne. We have not seen each other in so long, and I miss her like crazy, but we live in complete different countries. She's in Singapore right now, I'm in New Zealand. Question about filling in calories, struggling to meet their daily intake by about 500 calories, and they need more fat. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories, so that is the easiest thing to fill up. I always find that fat's a hard one to keep down. I say like peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter on apples. You've got fish, salmon, you've got eggs, egg yolk. There's heaps of good properties in egg yolk as well. There's so many different types of fats you could be eating to help get your macros up. So for me, the struggle I have is keeping my macros down as opposed to getting them up. I don't work out my own macros. If I need my macros worked out, Ross will do it, or I use like ifitfitsyourmacros.com. I use online calculators, and it just takes a little bit of trial and error. So use an online calculator. Don't just follow that, like kind of use your gut instinct as to how you feel. If a calculator tells you to have like 2,200 calories and you're struggling to eat that many calories and you're not putting on weight, or you are putting on weight, just go by that. If you want to put on weight and you're not putting on weight at 2,200, then look at increasing it. If you want to lose weight and you seem to be sitting at the same weight at 2,200 or going up in weight, then just decrease it and just work by decreasing or increasing by about 100 to 200 calories a week. I'd probably stick to 100 if you've got time on your side. What did I like about taking accounting in college? I do have a video on YouTube, and it's called Should I Drop Out of College? And that kind of explains my story of college and university. But to be honest, if I had to choose one thing I enjoyed about university and going to college, whatever you want to call it, it would be learning a lot about myself. And that would be just that. If I can work so hard for something I don't enjoy at all, then imagine how passionate and how hard I will work on something that I do love, and that's what I'm doing now. Following on from that, by far the most requested question I had is, what do I do for work right now? What is my job? How do I make money? I'm saving that for a vlog later this month. I promise you I will answer this question. There's a big promise for me because I like to keep some of my life private, but I will answer this question later on this month with a vlog. It's really exciting. It's coming up. It should be in about 3 weeks, so stay tuned for that. I am really excited, and yeah, I will go through everything about making money and business ideas and things like that as well, so I'm excited for that. What are your current macros and any tips for curbing cravings? I spoke about macros earlier, but for curbing cravings, if I'm really craving something, what I'll do is have an oxy-whey shake or like smoothie or BCAAs. So BCAAs are only 10 calories a serve. The EHP Labs Beyond BCAAs taste really good as well, so for me it feels like a treat. I'll mix it with some ice and some water. Usually I just find a healthier alternative. So if I want chocolate cake, I'll have a chocolate protein shake, and to me, you know, it's going to be like 400 calories less. So I think that's a good trade-off. If I am craving something for more than a few days and I don't have anything to cut for specifically, then to be honest, I will just have the something I'm craving. Like if you're not dieting for a competition or something really specific that you have to look a certain way for, then you know what, go and eat that slice of pizza, or go and eat a piece of cake, or maybe an ice cream. It really depends on your goals as to what you're going to use to curb those cravings. Sometimes just drinking enough water can keep me fuller for longer as well. So when I'm on lower calories, I will find that I'm drinking anywhere between 3.5 to 4 liters of water a day, just non-stop sipping on cold water. Fresh fruit, apples, always are my little go-to. Apples, peanut butter, protein bars, anything that seems to be less calories than the thing you're desiring that can help fill that spot, that's what I would have. My mum wants to get into fitness. What are good steps to take? She hasn't been to a gym before. This is awesome. I love this question. I love when parents get into the gym, and I personally got my dad into the gym. My mum works full-time all the time in the vineyards, so she definitely doesn't need a gym. But I got my dad into the gym a few years ago, and he's still going now, which I'm really happy about. Literally all I did was take him to the gym and then took him through a full body workout. I kind of just showed him different machines around the gym and then gave him a rough idea of reps and sets. Really basic, you know, 3 sets of 10 reps of each exercise, and I wanted him to do about 5 exercises each time he goes to the gym. So I had him doing leg press, I had him doing leg extension, hamstring curls, so that's all lower body, or sometimes it might be walking up and down the steps with a power bag on his back. I had him doing shoulder press, bicep curls, bench I taught him to do as well, which was really cool. I kept him away from any compound lifts like squats and things until later. I didn't teach him deadlifts. He still is not going to do deadlifts. He can now squat, he can now do way higher on his leg press, and I also got him doing an incline walk on the treadmill. The best thing I can say to you if you want someone to get into the gym is go with them and make sure it's fun. Just make sure they're interested in it. Dad really enjoyed it when I went with him, and I made him go up and down the stairs with the power bag, but then I did it as well. And yeah, he says he enjoys the sessions when he gets to go with me as opposed to going by himself. So just make sure you go with your mum and you show her some of the things. Don't make it too overwhelming. Just stick to general machines and things first, I think. If you think that they can handle squats or bench press, then sure, by all means do that. But yeah, you know, there's lat pull downs, there's leg extensions, hamstring curls, leg press, really effective machines that they can use, especially if their goal is just to kind of be more active. And then of course you've got all the cardio equipment as well. And I also got my dad into walking outside. I love doing walks with him, but he does live in the South Island, so it's a little bit different. But when I'm home, we definitely go on walks, and I love that. So yeah, just spend time with your parents. This applies with gym and everything else. If you're lucky enough to still have your parents, you know, make the most of it. I had a lot of questions on supplements, everything from pre-workouts to OxyTreat to BCAAs, glutamine, everything, and I think it warrants enough questions for me to do a separate supplement video. So if you do want to see a supplement video and you have some questions, drop them below, thumb up this video, yeah, just comment any questions you have on subs, specifically EHP Labs and vitamins and things, because I do have some tips on those as well. So I'm more than happy to do a video on that. What motivates me to wake up so early and exercise? Honestly, I don't know why I am a morning person, but I am. Like 5 a.m. to me is not early at all. I would wake up at 3 when I was at uni to get some of the work done that I had to do and to make sure I had time to go to the gym and things. And it really comes down to your goals. I think if you don't have a reason to wake up early, then why would you? It's like you may as well just sleep. So your goals need to kind of outweigh that extra half an hour of sleep. If your goal is to get fit, get active, get to a certain physique, and you want that more than that half hour of sleep, then you're going to spring out of bed. I spring out of bed in the morning. I love it. I think Ross gets annoyed with me because I have so much energy in the morning. You can do it two ways. You can either ease into it where you start waking up, half an hour earlier each day, or you can just go straight in and do it. And I personally would dive straight in. If I had a lot to be doing and I needed to wake up at 3 a.m, I'm not going to say like, oh, I need to move my clock back half an hour each day. I would just set my alarm for 3 a.m. and get up at that time. And it really comes down to you not having excuses. If you have something that needs to be done, get up and do it. Also, don't feel bad if you're not a morning person. Some people are more night owls as opposed to morning people, but I just happen to be a morning person. Do something that makes you happy first thing in the morning, and do something throughout the day that you love doing, because it's so much easier to wake up when you love doing what you do during the day instead of waking up in the morning thinking, damn, I don't want to carry out this day. I will talk more of that in my vlog in a few weeks' time as to what I do. I hope this vlog helped you. I'm sorry if it ends up being really long. I answered as many questions as I could. If you do have any questions, just type them below and I promise to reply. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe,